Hey everyone, it's Crystal aka Queen BRZ back with another video for you guys. So as you saw in my last video, I did receive my 1320 Performance D series on ankle length headers, and today is the installation. But before I start, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Nanny Mods for this awesome shirt. This is the Rising Sun Nanny Kanji shirt, and they do have attire for men and women, and they're so cool. So do check them out at nannymods.com, and you can go ahead and use my promo code right down below. It's going to be Queen BRZ, but without the U. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast.
Okay, so as you can see, I did remove the stock header already, and it is really heavy since it's a cast iron header, and I didn't feel the need to record it since the installation is the same thing as taking it out. So pretty much when I'm installing it, just do the same thing in reverse. But compared to the new unequal length header, it's a lot lighter, and you can see it's a lot more intricate. We did already install the O2 sensor, and we attached the pipes needed, so let's go ahead and get it on the car. Okay, so I went ahead and shimmied the header from the bottom up and then attached it to the engine. But before I did that, I did have to put on the gasket, and then now I'm ready to screw on the bolts. This is actually really hard with nails. I just went on vacation, so I was like, oh yeah, treat yourself, but definitely having a hard time. Next, I went ahead and finger tightened these bolts, and then we have the O2 sensor right down here that we're going to need to torque down. But in order to do that, we need this O2 sensor socket, which is really cool because it does have an opening right down here, which makes it really easy to slip on. And then you go ahead and just attach it to your ratchet. So we don't want it super tight, we just want it nice and snug, which it's about there. Now that that's all tightened, we're gonna go ahead and attach our O2 sensor to the wiring harness and then clip that into place. Now that that's all done, we're going to go ahead and install our test pipe, which will take the place of our catalytic converter. Okay, so next we're going to install the O2 sensor into the test pipe, but because of the way the air flows in, it's going to overwhelm the O2 sensor, so we have to put this spacer in so that it doesn't get overwhelmed. As you can see, we installed the O2 spacer onto the test pipe, so now we're going to go ahead and put it in and test it out to make sure that everything is okay and that no check engine lights come on, but then we'll go from there. If the check engine light does come on, we can go ahead and use a different spacer and go from there. Alright guys, so everything is basically put into place now. The hardest thing, honestly, was getting the bolts all locked in around the donut gasket right here, but I ended up using locking pliers so I can clamp one side down and then get the bolt into the nut. So now I just have to go ahead and input this gasket right down here and then put in these bolts, tighten everything down, and then we should be all set for the installation. Okay, so now all the bolts are put in, and now it's just time to torque everything down, and then we'll finally be all good to go. Alright guys, so everything is nice and torqued down, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of how it looks underneath. So everything's down there looking beautiful and all ready to go. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take the car off of the jack stands and then test it out to see how it sounds. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I started the car and right off the bat I can hear the unequal length header rumble and it just sounds amazing. So right now what I'm doing is I'm letting the car warm up a little bit before I do some revs to show you guys. If you were curious to know what my car sounded like before, I do have a video from a few videos back that of me revving my engine when I did my exhaust installation, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. I'll see if I can put in a little clip so that you can see the contrast, but so far I love it. It just gives the car a completely different feel and I'm just such a big fan of the rumble, so I'm excited to hear how the revs sound. Alright guys, so the car is just about warmed up now, so let's check it out. Alright guys, that was so freaking amazing. You could tell I'm in love because I can't wipe the smile off my face. And you know me, loving my STIs and my Subarus. So what better way to celebrate than having this beautiful Euro style marquee plate for the front license plate. Shall we go over here? Alright guys, so you know me and how I love my STI rumble. So this is my ultimate troll to the haters. I'm gonna put this STI plate as my front license plate. Doesn't it just look right at home? Alright guys, so real quick I just want to show you what it looks like under the hood. Alright guys, so this is how the finished product looks. Everything looks really clean and awesome. One really cool thing about these headers is that it's so small and compact that it clears the AC condensers, so it allows you to go ahead and also run your AC while having the unequal length headers, so you're not having to choose which one you want more. So to sum everything up, I'm just obsessed with the look of it. I think the build quality is really great. Again, with the welding, they're perfect. And you can just tell a lot of thought and effort went into manufacturing this product. And it's just a really good purchase. So I'm so satisfied with how my car sounds now. And I can't wait to show it off at the next car meet that I go to. So I think that's all I have for today. But do stay tuned for my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that is it. So until next time, Queen BRZ out. Okay guys, so before I go, I just wanted to give you a quick comparison of the EK and the STI and the way it rumbles. Alright, so you guys heard that. Now let's see how the STI sounds. Alright guys, so as you can hear, they sound really similar. Of course the EK does have a little bit of a higher pitch just because it has no catalytic converter, so it's a little bit more live sounding. But to sum it up, I really love the unequal length headers for the D series. It just makes such a difference with the car, and I feel so cool driving by now with my STI sounding EK. So I love it. It's a great purchase.
I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast.